Welcome back to UniX DBS, and today we got some spoilers. We got some huge spoilers, and there's gonna be a lot of cool things to get into. I was supposed to be uploading a video about the trailer, but I think I'm gonna do that today after I get off of work and just do this one now, because that one requires a little bit more in-depth. I have a little under the magnifying glass kind of deals, and I have a little bit of, you know, inside, like, not inside, but like speculation based off that trailer, because the trailer gave us so much to look at. But right now, we've got about, 6 new cards, and I can't wait to dive into those. And you know how it is. I do like to look at these cards, but I also like to go into them and just do a little bit more than just the initial reading. So the video should be kind of short because there's only a little bit introduced. I'm not going to wait till the end of the week. I want to be right on the forefront of these every day they get put out. So here we go. If you like the content, hit that subscribe button because we are growing and we don't want to stop growing. And like I said, I want to be one of the best content creators, if not the best, for this game that you tune into. Normal plugs, we got the official group where these posts come from. Don't mistake anything, like follow the official group so you can see these. And then you have the community discussion group where you're going to see a lot of people talking about these. It's all connected. We've got Universe X where I'll post the renders again, just in case you maybe get lost over the course of, you know, these getting posted. We will do it all. And then you have the Universe X Discord where people are still signing up for Fight Night. So if you want to be on the channel, you want to showcase your deck, your skills, just check out the Fight Night playlist, check out the, you know, how things go on there, and let me know if it's something you'd be interested in. Now, jumping into these cards, we've got Son Goku, the new leader. We've been over this guy a bunch of times, so I'm gonna read him real quick, just for a quick refresher, and then we're gonna move on. Permanent, you can't send cards from your drop area to your warp. Auto, when this card attacks, draw 1 card. Activate main, burst 3, draw 1 card, then choose 1 card from your hand and discard it. Awaken, when your life is at 4 or less, there are 7 or more Universe 7 cards in your drop area. You may draw 1 card, switch up to 1 of your energy to active mode, then flip this card over. Okay. Things you need to know. You can't overrun with this deck. There's a reason for that. This deck could drop organically. This deck could drop a Fighting Against Fate on you turn 2. Now, we're gonna move over to his Awaken side. And that Awaken side is, you know, Son Goku Supreme Warrior. He still can't use Overwhelm. Activate main once per turn, draw a card, then place up to 3 cards from the top of your deck into your drop area. Then Sparking 20, add up to 1 mono red Universe 7 card from your drop area to your hand, then negate this skill from the game. Okay, that's pretty cool. Now we are going to move over to the first card outside of him, which is going to give a lot of insight to this archetype. You've got Goku and Frieza, and our Golden Frieza and Android 17 determined tag team. Okay, Empower Red 2, and Empower is the new keyword. And because this video is out of order, I'm going to be going a lot more into Empower when I do the trailer video, which I'm probably just going to drop late tonight, maybe around 9, maybe 10 p.m. But you still will be able to see it. But yeah, if this card replaces a red unison card in play, it carries over up to 2 of its markers. So chances are, even if you play a marker unison at 2, up it to 3, and then you play this card the next turn, he's going to come into play with his 4 markers. And that leads into his next auto, Burst 1. If this card has 4 more markers, when this card is played, draw 1 card. Cool. Then the next one, once per turn, if it's your turn, when a card is placed in the drop area from your deck, add a marker to this card, then choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and gain minus 15k for the turn. And then it's -4. It says this card gains plus 5k power and triple attack for the turn. So here's a couple things that are wild about this. 1, you're going to minus 15 every time you play this guy with 4 markers. So as long as the red unison you play this over has 2 markers on it or more, you are going to come in, burst 1, and then mill something. Now, what this also means is that this is a for surefire turn 2 awakening most times, because you're going to be able to, you know, actually use your leader on turn 1 to burst 3. You're going to be able to burst 3 on turn 2, and then you just need to play 1 more card, like combo any card, and if it's Universe 7, your whole grave is Universe 7, you got it, fam. The other thing about this one is if you play a unison on turn 2 and then you use Empower, like that's on turn 3, that's wild. But the only weird thing is you are using your turn 3 on another unison card, so that may not be the best, but this could be a good turn 4 play, you know, 2 of your energy to put a cost 4 unison minus something 15k, and if you so choose, when you can then use your burst skill, swing with your leader, use your burst skill, or actually this is even better than that, the way the chain plays work on this. Let's say on turn 4 you play this unison, okay, over a 2-drop unison. When you do so, you're going to be able to go up. You're going to be able to go up to 4 markers. He's going to come into play with 4 markers, so you get to use the burst one. The burst one is going to trigger the auto once per turn, giving an extra marker and then minusing your opponent's 15. Now, the reason why this isn't a +1 effect is because it wants you to, on that turn, use the activate main to give it triple attack and 5k power. And that's just that. If you bring this guy in on a 2-cost red unison, you will be able to use all of his effects in one turn. In power red 2, burst 1, auto once per turn to go up 1 marker and minus something for 15, and then you get to -4 and swing multiple times. So that's pretty neat. It's a very, very, very aggressive card, and so just think about that. Like it is a 2-drop, but if you use it at the right time, you're going to minus something 15k and swing 3 times for 20k. Next, you got Son Goku Ultra Mastery. We've already been on this card to deflect, double strike, dual attack. He's got once per turn, sparking 20. There's like a lot of effects here. Once per turn, sparking 20. When this card attacks, your opponent reveals their hand, choose up to 1 card with energy cost 7 or less and discard it. Activate main for red. If there are 10 or more Universe 7 cards in your drop area, play this card from your hand, choose all of your opponent's battle cards, and they get minus 35k power for the turn, and you can't play non-red battle cards for the turn. So lots of people are saying that this is, Gohan's endgame. I think Gohan is a deck better suited for the early to mid-game aggression. I don't really think it's a mid-game kind of deck. And when you get to lots of cards, like we're going to see even more, I think that kind of cements Gohan as more of an early game aggression. But this card can be decent, but red needs some better defensive cards before I can say like this is the move. Because on turn 4, I'm not playing 4 energy for this. That's death. On turn 5, maybe if I have Violent Rays and some super combos, I'd play this. But on turn 5, if you're not yellow or blue, what are you doing trying to play value cards on turn 5? Like that's, if not red's game right now, in my opinion. Now, the next card we're gonna go into now, this one I'm super excited about. Android 17 for the Universe of Survival. This is nasty. He has double strike sparking 7. When this card attacks, look at to the top 3 cards from the top of your deck. Oh, sorry, I keep saying that. And add up to 1 mono red Universe 7 card amongst them to your hand, then place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. Activate main, limit 1. And then you've got the, red cost. If your leader card is a red Universe 7 card and there are 5 or more Universe 7 cards in your drop area, play this card from your hand. Okay, this card is it for me. It is it. Like, now I already said before that this Goku, because he's bursting so often, he's probably going to be an aggressive deck. Mainly just because of the fact that Ultra Instinct is extremely powerful, but it had a time limit in this point in the story. And these cards are reflecting that. This is a very, very early aggression card, and you can play it as early as turn 2. Heck, if you want to over combo, you can play it as early as turn 1. Like, you burst 3, swing, combo with a vanilla if you're playing this build, and then combo with a challenger, draw 1. And then you're going to be able to play this guy, and he's going to come out, and you already have 5 in grave. Now, you won't get his top search, which is kind of bad, but if you think about it with Gohan, you could just kind of be doing the same thing. You can like play your 1-drop, attack, combo vanilla, draw 2. Your next turn, you could swing, and well, if you want to awaken, actually at this point, play your unison, get your draw 1, or if you're playing the Frieza, just have him sit there and be a 15k. Swing with your leader, you combo your normal, you awaken, you get your draws, you combo your challenger, and then you draw 2 more, and then you're going to be able to have 3 engrave, swing with your unison, combo 2 more cards, and then you're going to be able to play this guy for 1 energy. Or this guy is just a good turn 3 card. Like, you can combo on him for, this guy is a very, very, very aggressive card, and he's going to keep floating your hand. He's going to swing and be able to replace himself. And if they don't get rid of him, he's going to be able to keep replacing himself. So, I like this. This is a very cool card. There's value on it. He's going to get cards to your hand, but it can also help your early game aggression very, very well. This card, I'm going to figure out how to put in Gohan, like, no lie. Especially if there's some cards that do some natural milling for you. Now, the next card, we have 3 more cards left in this video. Had to go a little quicker than normal. It's definitely 2 cards. It's just that the leader has a front and a back, so confused myself. Sorry. Back to the video. And then we have to wait until the next set of spoilers, probably tomorrow. So we got Vegeta. When this card attacks, draw 1 card. Activate battle once per turn. Choose up to 1 red or blue sand card in your hand and discard it. And I'm going to get to the sand theme in blue in the later video, but we'll get to it. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck, add up to 1 Son Goku BR, Vegeta BR, or Gogeta BR card amongst them to your hand, then place the remaining cards on the top of your deck in any order. On the top, that's important. Awaken, so you can't really mess up yourself. If they're bad cards, they're bad cards. If they're good cards, you can at least still see them. Awaken, when your life is at 4 or less and you have 4 or more energy, or you have 4 or more energy, you may draw 1 card, switch up to 1 of your energy to active mode, and flip this card over. Okay, let's talk about the back before we start getting into this. SSG Vegeta Crimson Warrior. Gotta love it when they put Crimson in anything. Permanent red Gogeta BR cards in your hand gain the following skill. Unison Fusion. You got red, blue 2, Son Goku BR and Vegeta BR. Auto, when this card attacks, draw 1 card, okay? Auto, once per turn, when you play a Gogeta BR card, draw 1 card and switch it to 1 of your red, blue multicolor energy to active mode at the end of the turn. So, here is what we've got going for this, okay? I'm going to point this out right now, and we could, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comment section if you want me to do a full breakdown on how this card currently interacts with the current Gogeta cards we have out right now. I will. You know what? I might just do it regardless. Let's just do it regardless. But a lot of the cards need to be evolved on. They need to evolve into themselves to get their effects. So essentially, it's a 2-part scheme from what I'm seeing right now. They could very well release another 2, you know, red Gogeta BR cards. But from what I'm seeing right now, this guy will be able to, for 4 energy, cheat in Gogeta cards. And then you'll be able to evolve into those Gogeta cards using their actual EX Evolve abilities. Now, that's going to be pretty cool. I will also say that because it's got you a, you know, you're untapping multicolor energy, and it's also when you have 4 or more energy, you're awakening or you can awaken, you're going to be incorporating some of the Gogeta ramp cards into this deck. And I think that's actually really neat. Now, the leader itself is not standalone busted because it really is just opening energy, but allowing you to have access to some of the powerhouse Gogeta cards if you can play them and then EX Awaken. Because it costs 4, you have to be using ramp. If you're not using ramp, then this is happening entirely too late in the game. But that should be pretty cool. Last card on the list, you've got Super Saiyan God Trunks Spirit Empowered. Auto, when this card is placed in the drop area from your Unison area, choose up to 1 of your Unison cards with Empower Blue 3 and add a marker to it. +1, activate battle, burst 1, choose up to 1 of your blue cards and gains plus 5,000 power for the battle. That's pretty cool. And then -1 auto, when a marker is removed from this card from an opponent's attack, this card gains 10,000 power for the turn. So you can make it a 25,000 Unison, allowing it not to get ran over completely. And then you also are able to, you know, empower, like almost double empower. If I'm not mistaken, this means if this is on the field and you play a blue empower 3 Unison and this goes to the grave, this card would be able to then give another counter to it. So it would come in with its maybe like, you know, 2 energy, and then it would gain 3 markers from this card, but then it would go up to 6 markers. And if I'm not mistaken, I just need to look at these cards and see if that works, but that's what it sounds like it does. The burst 1 blue battle card, I mean, that's cool, a little extra pressure. It's small, but then again, these pre-release things normally kind of do that. The pre-release, like the leaders sometimes are broken, but the pre-release Unisons normally are kind of tame. So that is the video. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, if you like the content, hit that subscribe button because that's what I'm really out here for. The building of the channel so that I can continue to build a better corner of the community. And this isn't what I'm like actually just like trying to end at. Like, the bigger the channel gets, the more I'll be able to do. I'll be able to build more decks in person, to be able to participate more in tournaments, to be able to, you know, give more results, show more things, eventually have things where maybe you guys choose what deck I'm coming in from a selection of decks. I'll be able to do more giveaways, I'll be able to do more box openings, and those box openings will lead to, of course, again, more decks, more of a collection, more giveaways. There's a lot of stuff I want to do, and it all starts with the channel growing so that I can, you know, facilitate all these things. I want this channel to be a really fun place for everybody that gets to watch it. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you the next time you decide to join Universe X. Later.